in with Nerdette's NewsStand, and it is our weekly dose of Harley Quinn, the new animated series. I will say that this wasn't as good as it was last week. I do know that they had to put like a weird cap on using the F word. Like, they're only allowed to say it 8 times now. And probably the first episode, they probably said it 50 times. So I'm not exactly sure why they had to do that. I think that's pretty silly, especially when this is sort of aimed for adults. But I guess DC wasn't having any of it, so they kind of had to re-edit some of the stuff, I guess. This episode was good, like I said, but it does feel like there was a slight drop-off. It does feel like there wasn't as much put into this. It feels like, I hope this was just a one-off episode. But with DC, it kind of worries me. But we're going to have to kind of wait and see. I would give it like a solid 6 or 7, when I would give the first one a 9 or 10. Like I said, it was called a high bar. And it starts off with Scarecrow and Bane kind of talking. And Scarecrow has a British accent. It's weird, but it totally works. They're talking about Harley and Joker's relationship. How they tried an open relationship, but it only works on gay men. Like, it's so weird. Well, Joker walks in. And they ask how he's doing, and basically, since Harley dumped him, he doesn't like everybody knowing that Harley dumped him. Like, he wants it to be the other way around, and he's pretty pissed about it. So we go back to Harley and Ivy, and they are watching a show called Good Morning Gotham. It is with Howie Mandel, and it's just kind of a satirical thing on Good Morning America, I'm assuming. I've really never watched that show. So, Joker shows up as a guest surprise co-host, and Howie has like a bomb around his midsection. And he's mad at Howie because, you know, he told the world that Harley dumped him. So Ivy says to ignore him. Harley's mad. He's lying on live TV. So she logs into Joker's calendar to see what he's doing with the Legion of Doom to crash this party that's coming up, right? And then Joker kills Howie. He like just blows him up. So they go to this party, right? And Harley makes this epic entrance. She looks beautiful. She's got a tiger. She's got cute music. And then come to find out, it's a bar mitzvah for Penguin's nephew. So she's crashing a 13-year-old's party. Well, she leaves Ivy alone. She's going to go, you know, find the Legion of Doom. And that's when we get an introduction to Kite Man. And the entire time he's just kind of hopelessly hitting on Ivy. And that's when that starts. So, Joker's trying to rebuild his lair. Well, Bane gives him a call to tell him that Harley's there. And that makes him want to go. And he's like, you know, Harley has HPV, right? And Bane's like, well, most sexually active people do. Like, it's so random, the jokes in here. That's what makes it good. So Harley goes and talks to the Legion of Doom table. And it goes kind of good. Like, they are all into it. Until Joker shows up, tells her to go to the crazy bitch table. Which she ends up leaving and going to sit with kids. And this is a party for Penguin's nephew, Joshua. And it's his bar mitzvah. It's becoming a man. And she sits with his friends, right? Well, they won't let her sit there unless she's the girl, you know, that Joshua finger banged at camp. Like, ew, the kid's 13. Talking about finger banging Harley, like, oh. Okay, anyways. So, we get more of Kite Man hitting on Ivy. And she's like, he asks if she wants to do a heist. And she's like, no, you know, it's just kind of hard being a weak, brittle female. And he's like, I'll do the heavy lifting so you don't have to break a nail. So fucking stupid, but yet, yeah, you probably should. Like, they try to make it funny, but you know what? If you're the man, you probably should do the heavy lifting. Just saying. Anyway, so, Harley and Ivy start talking, and Mrs. Cobblepot comes over and tells them to watch their language. Like, okay, it's so weird. But Harley decides that she's going to show Joker and everybody at the Legion of Doom table by robbing the Gotham Mint. And the little boys kind of start all chasing Ivy, while Kite Man gave them her love potion, which ends up killing them, so they need an antidote. So Kite Man and Ivy are going to have to work together while Harley goes and robs the Mint. Well, she does break into this vault. She beats up these guards, like, flawlessly, and gets in, and she finds out that it was all a setup for Joshua. Like, it was something that, you know, his nephew was supposed to do. And that's why it was so easy. So it's fake guards, fake money, fake everything. And Kite Man and Ivy are, you know, off getting the anecdote, and they announce Joshua's bar mitzvah. He has him up on the stage, and the curtain kind of opens, and she realizes that she just became the big joke. She just wrecked the whole fucking thing. Meanwhile, Joker, the entire time, I guess, is being a jackass to everyone, especially Bane. But he shoots Harley with a tranquilizer and knocks her out, and he's gonna end up tying her out. But Ivy and Kite Man get to Ivy's house to get the anecdote for the 13-year-old kids, and she goes and gets it, and she's like, you know, I got it, let's go. And he's naked on her bed. Like, his clothes are spread out everywhere. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, it's time to have sex. Like, don't do that. It doesn't work. The naked man doesn't work. So, they head back to the Gotham Mint, to the party. And there's like a mildly cute moment between Kite Man and Poison Ivy. She's like, you know, you're not so bad. He's like, yes! Because he says sorry. So Harley is chained to a chair. And they're going to have Joshua be the shooter because he's 13 now. And apparently he's finger banged a girl. He's a man, right? Like, so he can shoot her. He's way too nervous. Like, Harley keeps going, you're not a man. You've never drank a beer. You've never shot anyone. You've never even finger fucked a girl. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it's so weird because he's 13. Yeah. So, he starts crying to his mom and complains that he wanted like an army dollhouse instead of being a man. I don't know. But Ivy and Kite Man do show up, and they break Harley out. And Joker says to Harley, you know, admit that you're nothing without me, and I'll let you live. Nah. That ain't flying. So it's basically Ivy, Harley, Kite Man. They're all facing, you know, Two-Face, Scarecrow, Bane, Joker. And Bane just beats that ever-living hell out of Kite Man. He really, really gets him. But Harley refuses to back down, right? So Harley asks basically everyone why they let Joker, you know, bully them. Why they let him treat him that way, talk to him that way. He has no powers. Joker's basically only power over them is to be a bully. And she kind of gets in their head like she did Joshua. So Joker goes to kill Harley. Ivy steps in the way, and he gets a phone call from a contractor, and he's like, oh, we're just going to put a pin in this. Like, she's not important enough to kill right now. Just put a pin in it. So they leave. And Harley and Ivy are at home. Harley's still, like, her whole thing is she wants the Legion of Doom. I have a feeling we're going to head in a different direction because she really just wants a crew. I think that's what we're going to head in with the third episode. But they still have to give the anecdote to the boys that got the love potion, and the only way to deliver them is for it to go between saliva. So Ivy has to drink it and then kiss all of the boys. And they are super excited. But she says, you still are going to be sexless nerds when you go home. Like, they still got to kiss. Like, come on, Ivy, give it to them. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of torn on this series. I did enjoy it for what it was worth. It just wasn't near as good. And that's disappointing because you can't come in strong and have your second episode, you know, bottom out. People are going to lose interest. More people than not won't come back. So you've got to kind of keep up just as good from one and get just as better. Build on that plot. And it feels like they really kind of didn't. And it sucks because Harley and Ivy's my favorite female as far as any comic book goes. And I love her in this. She's got a very dry humor. She's got a very raspy voice. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. They just need to up their game a little bit. I really hope they get there. Let me know if you guys are watching this show, what you think. If you even have any interest after those feminist undertones. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribe Star and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Thank you so much. Sanjuro, Way Else One, BG Torrance, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Grand Smear, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Jeremy Burtz, Mike Buckner, Robert, and Timothy French. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.